How convenient for BT that the greatest comeback of all time obscured the company's other shenanigans and announcements this week. If you missed it, BT is paying £1.2 billion to show matches in the Champions League until 2021, outbidding Sky at the same time. So it's essentially paying to show 4 English clubs and 1 Scottish club per season in the main competition, plus a few cast-offs in the Europa League and a few European giants. There'll be no more highlights on terrestrial television, and to celebrate this glorious victory, it's increasing the cost of broadband and calls, and BT Sport is no longer free to BT customers, who will now be charged £3.50 a month. And anyone that complains that there's too much money in football and then pays that money is making a mistake as big as any British club signing Radamel Falcao. The only way a bigger mistake would be made is if BT paid to show African nations games, but then accidentally sign up Ron Atkinson as a commentator. BT should not be scrambling around to show yet more football, and instead should be doing all of its customers a service. All of them. Because, and let's be honest about this now, BT needs to be upgrading its telecom services, and not necessarily securing the rights to show Champions League. There are so many parts of the country that just don't care about football, but do care about having decent broadband. There's parts of Kent and Northumberland that are miles behind. Some parts of Yorkshire are more than 20 meg per second behind London. But the problem is that they can't go anywhere else, because BT owns Openreach, which owns all the pipes and telephone cables that connect nearly all the businesses and homes in the UK. And last year BT purchased EE for £12.5 billion, and it's also after the 5G mobile spectrum when that comes up. Meanwhile, earlier this year it was discovered that there was a £500 million black hole in the company's finances, which wiped £8 billion off its shares in a single day. I'll tell you what that black hole represents. It represents the number of people who think we need to be paying for more football on TV. The more that's being paid, the more media giants try and grab a piece of this fatty, oily football pie, the more prices of tickets go up, and the more transfer fees and wages go up. It's simple economics. Players and agents know what money is in the game, so they know they can ask for more. And that pushes clubs' financial structures around, and you and I pay the price. And that price is too much football for people paying the channels that have it, and bugger all for those who don't. The money swirling around from those 2 channels, BT and Sky, is perpetuating the status quo. There are rumours that only tens of thousands of people watched Leicester against Sevilla on TV. There may have actually been more in the ground than TV viewers. That's not the fault of those 2 clubs. We've been force-fed a diet of giants, and now we've come to expect it. There are fewer and fewer obscure Kazakh and Romanian and Austrian and Icelandic teams getting through to the group stages because they're being subsumed by this relentless, grinding move towards showing the bigger clubs. The days of Forest, and Villa and Hamburg, and most out of all Ajax winning the Champions League are long gone. And yes, we do get rare classics like the other night, but because of the costs of subscription associated, most of us are missing them. BT did actually show Barca against PSG on their Showcase channel, but there was no advertising at all to say so. It's almost like they're ashamed to say, this is what we can do. Because in brackets, it's the line afterwards, you've got to pay for it though. BT is so obsessed with this addiction to finding football to show that it's putting games of FIFA 2017 on TV. Well, what's next? Kevin Tom's Football Manager, Sabutio, Top Trumps, Club Call TV? Actually, I'm willing to bet that BT would probably love that one. So what do you think? Is it worth it? Write your comments down below or get in touch on Facebook or Twitter.